Well, hello. I'm Frederick Chambliss Weems. It's Thanksgiving 2009, or just about. I'm recording this on a Tuesday night. 2 days from now is Thanksgiving. In any case, I have just discovered from the internet that Over the River and Through the Wood was written by a lady named Lydia Maria Child in 1844. They know she wrote the words. They don't know who wrote the tune, or at least the website that I'm looking at didn't know she wrote the tune. I'll read the words, I'll sing them, and then I'll read a little description of her, and an admirable woman. Here's Over the River and Through the Wood. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Oh, over the river and through the woods, oh how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Over the river and through the woods to have a first-rate play. Oh, hear the bells ring ting-a-ling-ling, hurrah for Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the wood trot fast my dapple gray. Spring over the ground like a hunting hound, for this is Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the woods and straight through the barnyard gate. We seem to go extremely slow, it is so hard to wait. Over the river and through the wood, now grandmother's cap I spy. Hurrah for the fun, is the pudding done? Hurrah for the pumpkin pie. Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Oh, over the river and through the woods, oh how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Now, someone added an S to wood at that point, but a wood used to be what they call the woods. Okay, now let's backtrack here. I'm going to read you a little miniature biography of her from the womenshistory.about.com/something. Here we go. Listen to this. Crank up the Ken Burns music. Over the river and through the woods, this standard winter holiday song is familiar to millions. Originally published Flowers for Children, Volume 2 in 1844, the poem has long outshone the rest of the poems in that volume. And who wrote it? A few will know that the author was a woman named Lydia Maria Child. Perhaps her name is even printed with the song's lyrics. But even if the name of the writer appears with the verses, few people today know or remember who Lydia Maria Child was. She was one of the earliest American women to earn a living from her writing. She was known in her time as the writer of one of the most popular domestic advice books, The Frugal Housewife, later renamed The American Frugal Housewife to distinguish it from a similarly named book published in England. She later published other popular advice books, including The Mother's Book and A Little Girl's Own Book. Child also published Juvenile Miscellany, an early American magazine for children. It is in this volume that A Boy's Christmas first appeared. Her earliest novel, Hobomok, was one of the first American novels to depict pioneer life. It was also notable for its sympathetic portrayal of a Native American hero. When Maria, she detested the first name Lydia, turned to anti-slavery writing with her appeal for the class of Americans called African, much of her devoted audience turned against her. She later edited the Anti-Slavery Standard and wrote a series of anti-slavery tracts. She edited the autobiography of ex-slave Harriet Jacobs. After the Civil War, she edited and published the Freedmen's Book for Education of Newly Freed Slaves. She also turned to other topics, including a survey of the history of the world's religions and inspirational essays. In several later books, both fictional and political, she returned to issues of justice for Native Americans and African Americans. Her most important contribution to history is probably The Appeal, but her little poem about winter holidays in New England is far better known today. Well, how about that? An admirable woman. The song is a little earlier than I thought. I'd have said it would have been 1880 or something. So a lot earlier than I thought. Predates the Civil War by about 17 years. In any case, Lydia Maria Child wrote that. Happy Thanksgiving.